welcome to Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, is an East Coast guy, you've traveled the globe. You can appreciate the thirst and the passion of these fans.
There's no doubt about it. It lives here in Philadelphia. And how about only a couple of years ago, this team had just won 28 games. Now we're talking about them potentially winning an NBA championship.
They've waited a long time, and now perhaps comes the reward. The jump won by the Charlotte Hornets. Parker from long range. And that's the start they wanted here on the road.
Execution is everything. I love the sharpness and precision they came out with in that first possession.
A drive by Butler, but his shot won't fall. Miles Bridges. Knocked loose. Miles Bridges. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Butler to Anthony. Fires the three. Textbook Melo. Hand in his face. Lets it fly and scores. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
Sixers control it. Embiid. Deep left corner. Simmons. No good. Takes stock of the floor. Parker with it. Lead is 2. Weighs his options. Tony Parker missed his first. That one goes.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Anthony. 4-3. And Carmelo Anthony. Zero hesitation as he knocks down the 3. Change of scenery, but how can Melo still impact a franchise?
It all starts with a mindset. It starts with embracing and accepting your new role. He is no longer a starter in this league. He's a guy that's going to need to be positive on the bench, bring in his shooting abilities off the bench, and also be a coach when he's on the floor. That's the next step in the evolution for Carmelo Anthony.
To Butler. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Can't connect from inside.
You know, when you think about Miles Bridges, you never worry about his tenacity. You never worry about his drive or his work ethic to get better each and every day. The only question looming around Miles Bridges is that jump shot. He only shot 45% from the field at Michigan State.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in think you can get more at the rim.
Parker. It's a big finish.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Anthony. Beyond the arc for 3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Parker into the front court. They trail by 1. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Give him 2 points. High percentage. Now a timeout from the Hornets coach as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. New blood coming in for both sides.
Substitutions, Charlotte.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia.
Remaining in the first quarter.
Probing the defense. Fultz. To Anthony. Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. He misses. Taken by the Sixers. Anthony to Fultz. Going to launch beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. Knocks it down off the step back.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Anthony. Carmelo Anthony. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 81% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. And a nice finish at the rim. Five-second violation. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
For the Philadelphia 76ers, number 24.
That misses with 3 seconds left. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Hornets have the lead. One quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go. Redick with it. He'll run the offense. For 3, defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
And Jimmy Butler. Hernan Gomez with the rebound. Nice Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
That's up.
To Butler. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Goes to the right side. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Butler. And he'll go to the foul line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Team foul number 2.
Jimmy Butler, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 83% free throw shooter. First free throw is good.
Into the game for the Philadelphia 76ers, number 32.
Goes 2 for 2. Charlotte basketball. Parker. Missed it. How'd that not go down? To Butler. Fires the three. Not done yet. Parker with it. They're down 3. From long range. Not that time. Redick with it. Looking to make something happen. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Shot from the lane won't go. Parker into the front court. Down 3. Miles Bridges to Parker. Short jumper stays out. Sixers have the basketball. To Butler. Fires the three. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Has a look. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans could never do, even if you're not known for it.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Monk, tough matchup against Butler. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Redick with it. Leads 1. 4-3. That's not his range. It's no good. Parker. Gets to the basket and scores.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Markelle Fultz to Butler. Beyond the arc for 3. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good. To Parker. Here comes the screen. And a putback slam.
And I'm telling you right now, there's always going to be a home for a player in this league for a guy who does the cleanup work around the rim like that.
Fultz to Butler. Fultz. It takes a lot to keep this young man under wraps. Markelle Fultz still scores.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face...
Oh, and a putback.
I don't know if it was so much the bounce or the vertical. I think it was more so the reach. That's what happens when you have a 7+ wingspan.
To Butler. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Parker. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Reddick. Markelle Fultz. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Parker. Turns and slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Butler buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
That'll do it for the first half. It's the Sixers out in front.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The 76ers are in a close game thus far. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Charlotte Hornets aren't down by much after 2 quarters. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today.
Game track. Bench points.
This is a game where the bench guys deserve a bit of the spotlight. The thing is, you need a spotlight big enough for the reserves on both squads. This is a game that's been all about the depth in the depth chart.
Player of the half.
Melo did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
A lot of intrigue to come in this second half. A 1-point game as we resume play here in the third quarter. Simmons to Butler. Going to launch beyond the arc. You on top. Jimmy Butler, contested three. He buries it.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Butler. For three, and Jimmy Butler all in stride. Catch and shoot three is good.
You know, every time I watch Jimmy Buckets, the tenacity he plays with on the defensive end, it just reconfirms the fact that he's been named an All-Star 4 times. He shot a career best 47% from the field in 2017-18. So when you think about trying to lock him up, you have to limit his touches, and you have to force him to catch the ball with his back to the basket. Make him put the ball down on the ground and make contested shots, because if you don't, Jimmy Butler will cut you apart.
To Batum. Lets it fly from long range. Nobody even close to him. Nick Batum strikes with the basket.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Simmons slams it home on the putback.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Hornets have the basketball. Parker to Miles Bridges. Sizing up the defense. Here comes the screen. Miles Bridges to Parker. Not that time. Embiid lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. Parker with it. His guys down 3. To Miles Bridges. That's out. Last touch by Wilson Chandler. Batum. To Parker. Fires the 3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. To Anthony. From long range. Textbook Melo. Hand in his face. Lets it fly and scores.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
To Nick Batum. Fires the 3. Great athlete from Michigan State. Miles Bridges with the 3.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Simmons to Anthony. 4-3. That one off the mark. It's no good. Couple of cracks at the line now.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Tony Parker at the line for 2 shots. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Nope. First one does not go. Missed the second. 0 for 2. To Fultz. Beyond the arc for 3. Markelle Fultz forcing that one there. Well defended. Parker into the front court. He'll run the offense. Terrific vision. Tony Parker, tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Markelle Fultz to Butler. Redick. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. J.J. Redick is going to get 3 shots here for his career, 89%. And hits the first free throw. It's the second. One more coming. Perfect from the line. It's all 3 of them. Hornets right now in possession. To Batum. Nikola Batum. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Old school equals high percentage.
Baller into the front court. 2-point advantage. To Fultz. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Going to launch beyond the arc. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Desperation shot here from half court. That ends the third quarter. The 76ers have the lead. Hornets with the first possession here in the fourth quarter. And a lot of people might not have expected this to be a one-score game this late. But wait, Jay, we have ourselves a ball game.
Ed, I've been in this situation so many times as a team that's been the favorite. You expect to win the ball game, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in the middle of a true battle. This looks like it could be anybody's game right now.
Embiid to Anthony. And it's Williams there to secure the rebound. Hornets at the controls of this one. Wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Gets a look. Can't hit. Simmons with it. They lead it. 4-point game. Goes to the right side. For 3. Off the mark. No good. Joel Embiid. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Blocked by Embiid.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Here comes the screen.
Screen coming up.
That is great vision to set it up. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one, count it. And he hits the second.
Welcome to the screen. Welcome to the screen, buddy. Welcome to the screen. You're a little late. 2 minutes left in the game. Little late.
Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line.
You can always watch the replay of the video. And hopefully I'll be coming back on.
Charlotte with the basketball.
With some more live streams.
Denied. As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
To Butler. Short jumper, won't fall. Trying to cash in, it's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
There's only so many times you can hide from the truth. That was horrific defense. Just got to get it back on the next possession.
Butler to Embiid. Joel Embiid. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Butler to bring it up. Lead stands at 7. To Simmons. Anthony buries it on the catch and shoot.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense. You can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Monk matched up with Jimmy Butler. Has a chance. The shot almost on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
Sixers call for time. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Simmons.
Entering the game for the Charlotte Hornets, number 5, Nicholas Batum.
To Butler. Lets it fly from long range. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
To Nick Batum. Offensive board. Oh, ferocious slam inside. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Got to be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Simmons lets it fly from beyond the arc. That won't go. 3-second count. That's blocked by Johnson.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Simmons. Ben Simmons. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing the pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
The Sixers are victorious as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. And some people may disagree, but I think their ball movement was the biggest key to their victory. Still, I think we'd all agree that they made the defense look slow and confused throughout this matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Hornets put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points. For the Charlotte Hornets,
Game track. 3-point shooting.
the Hornets didn't really leave much to the imagination when it comes to where they struggled the most, and that was guarding the perimeter. Far too often, they let the opposition work the long-range game to their advantage.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.